Hi guys. As you can tell by the title, I've decided to give every major book fandom a try. Now, while I do read a lot of books, I mainly read standalones, which means I've never gotten into most of the major book series or fandoms. The the only one, the only book series I've read to completion is Twilight in terms of major book series. I think I've read other like just more independent niche book series, but the only major one I've ever read and been like an active part of is Twilight. I've never read the others, or at least not to completion. So I've decided to do a series where I give all the major book series and their fandoms a try. Even the ones I said I'd probably never read because it's just too hyped. Well, not all of them. Not all of them. Because there's a few that I'm not touching it again. I may have tried to read a chapter or two and it just wasn't hitting for me. But I'll give as many as I want to of the major book series a try. And I'm gonna be vlogging my experience doing that. As I said, even though Twilight's the only one I've read to completion, I did read the first two books in the Harry Potter series. I have not decided if I'm gonna try continuing that because it was good. It's not me saying it's not good, but I just don't know if I want to finish reading it. I did love the Harry Potter movies, so I was kind of a part of the fandom, more on the movie side, but I didn't read the book as a kid, and reading the first two books as an adult, I really wasn't into it. But well, I love the book, but I just yeah, it wasn't the same thing. I really wish I did read the Harry Potter books as a kid. Yeah, that would have been a lot more fun because I remember loving the movies so much. But as you can tell by the title, again, I am going to I'm gonna be starting with the Percy Jackson series, which I know have kind of like a Harry Potter um, fandom type, like that intense loyalty and devotion. I know a lot of people love it. A lot of people grew up on it, so I have high expectations of this book, but also I don't feel like I know anything about this book. I know what it's about. I know it's based on Greek mythology, but I don't know what like the goal is. Like with Lord of the Rings, I can say, oh, they're trying to return an evil ring or something of the sort. Even though I didn't read the book, but I did watch the movie. Um, and with a lot of series, I kind of know what it's about, but I don't know what the journey is like. I just know it starts off with him like either a teen or a preteen, and the magic system is kind of based on Greek mythology. They're gods. That's all I know. So yes, I'll be starting my giving book fandoms a chance series with The Lightning Thief, the first book in the Percy Jackson series. Is that the name of the series? Percy Jackson and the Olympians. That's the name of the series, right? Yeah, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, book one. The Lightning Thief. I'm gonna be starting this today because last night I finished the book that I was reading and I want to read a new book now, so I decided to make this video this morning before I head to work. I'm a bit nervous because I want to like it because so many people like it. I want to be a part of that. But I also know if I don't like it, I'm going to stop 2 chapters in. So yeah. I really don't want to give it a fair chance. So I've decided to create a rule for myself. I have to read like at least 5 chapters or I don't know, 50-ish pages because I'm used to my chapters being pretty short. So I have to read at least 50 pages of each series before I say it's not for me. That's the rule. Which is gonna be hard if I don't like a book, because I can hate a book on the first page. I can read one page of a book and be like, yeah, nah, that's not happening for me. So we'll see how this goes. As I said, I'm gonna vlog the entire experience so you guys can see how I progress to hating or liking the book. Let's get started with the first book.
Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly away. I I don't wanna care. Just be here and I'm good alone. I'll be okay, miss you like an old friend.
I'm at work now. I just finished the first chapter of The Lightning Thief. It's fun. It's fun. It's cute. It's a middle grade, of course, as you know. So it's a lot simpler writing style than the previous book I was reading. So I'm just slightly adjusting to that. But overall, it's fun. I didn't expect that twist at the beginning of the ending. Sorry, at the ending of the first chapter. I wasn't expecting that. And now I'm kind of hooked. I'm liking it so far. I hope it stays that way. Percy is an asshole, clearly, but I like that he's always defending his friend. Um, and yeah, I want to know what happens next.
Hi, I'm sick. It's a week later. Yeah, it's been a week since I started Percy Jackson. Um, I'm not feeling well today, so I am home. Well, that's not why I'm home still. I'm working from home because my office is relocating. But I'm also sick, so it worked out perfectly because I came down with a flu over the weekend, which sucks. So I've been drinking juice for the last couple of days, which is not common. I'm not really a big juice fan, but I've been drinking juice. Um, so I'm currently on page, let me check. Yeah. I'm currently on page 56 of the Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, book one in the series. So I've passed my 50-page mark that I'm required to read before deciding if I want to DNF a series. I'm going to be continuing this one. Not even going to hold you up there. I'm going to continue this because it's so much fun. I'm enjoying it so much. And I really want to read more middle grade. And it's a lot better than I expected it to be. I actually thought the concept and everything was a bit more simple. I don't know why I thought that, but I didn't know it was this good. I did know, however, that it was based on Greek mythology, which is fun. I am not super into Greek mythology. I'm more of an Egyptian girly. But this book is making me want to read more about it because I feel like I only know the basics of Greek mythology. But for those of you who have not read the Percy Jackson series, which probably isn't that many people because everybody loves this book, I feel like I'm alone. But just in case I'm not, I'm going to talk about what it's about a bit so that you guys can know if you want to read it. Some of the things that I always look for, especially when reading middle grade: first person point of view. So this book is written in first person point of view. So it starts out with you following the main character, Percy Jackson. He's attending a boarding school, and a series of strange things starts happening. His teachers, his friends, they're acting weird. One of his teachers disappeared, and now he was in the first chapter or the second chapter. He's being gaslit into thinking they never existed, which, yeah. So that's how it starts out. That's essentially the first chapter. So he, along the way, the next couple of chapters. What chapter am I on? So I'm about to start chapter 5. Along the way, he finds out that other people in his life is involved into this entire mystical world that he's now learning exists, and he sometimes does things that he wonders how he did them. So I know he has powers. I'm assuming, this is just my assumption, he hasn't displayed any as yet. I don't know which one of the gods he's related to, but the first line is that he's an half blood, so I'm assuming he is half god, maybe, and half human. My words sound so weird, so much weirder than usual right now. They're so hard to say. So I'm not sure which god he's related to. It's probably the most common one, the famous one. What's his name? Zeus? Zeus, I think. I'm assuming. Because Zeus is the god of lightning, right? And because this is all lightning themed and stuff, I'm assuming that's the god. Yeah, I know. You're probably like, everybody knows this. There are movies. But I don't. I did watch the movie when I was a kid. I watched one of the movies when I was a kid. I think there's more than one movies, right? Um, I don't really remember the details of it, But yeah, so I like Percy Jackson and I'll be reading the series. So if you guys liked this video and you want to see the vlog of me continuing the book and reading the entire book and the rest of the series, if you want to see more vlogs about Percy Jackson and my deep dive into the fandom, let me know and I'll make more videos like this. But that's it. So the first book in my Read Every Famous series was a success. I'll be continuing to read this one. I can't wait to see what the first book I'm going to DNF is, because I'm reading all famous books that people love. So the first book I DNF might cause problems, because I love Twilight with all its problems, and I also love watching people who make videos that about Twilight, and I'm always like, they're so right, but also I still love Twilight. So I wonder if I'll be making any videos where other people is like, no, that book is my favorite, and I'm like, yeah, that book is crap. But definitely not this one. Percy Jackson, at least book one, good so far. I'll give you guys an update on the end. I'll give you guys a review of the book, definitely, maybe compiling a next review video. But if you guys want to see vlogs, then I'll also do those. And that's it. I have a project to finish, so I'm gonna get back to my day of being sick. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.